In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how to crochet the diamond stitch. This first example is crocheted using a cotton yarn that's a medium weight of 4. As you can see, I used 2 different colors. That really helps to make the green diamonds pop. It's a stitch with lots of texture and depth. Crocheted with cotton, it can be used like in many different kitchen projects like dishcloths, pot holders, towels. It's easier to crochet this stitch when you use 2 colors. It's easier to see where the stitches are supposed to go, but at the end you're going to have all these ends to weave in. This one here is my first attempt at the diamond stitch, and you can see it's not straight over here. My advice to you is to count your stitches for each row, especially at the beginning, until you're more comfortable with the stitch. This next example is still cotton yarn. It's still a weight of 4. And this one here I crocheted using the same color. No ends to weave in at the end. This one here can be used for some of the same projects as I mentioned for the green and white one. Dishcloths, pot holders, towels, those type of things. My next example is done with an acrylic yarn. This yarn has a smaller weight, so it's a weight of 3. The white and the green ones were, it's a weight of 4. In this example, I did a turquoise for the background. The diamond parts were done with a white yarn. We can see the back will look like that. This example here, I did white for the background and then the pink for the diamonds. This stitch you can use in afghans, scarves, many different projects you can incorporate this one into. Today I'm going to demonstrate with these 2 colors. So the colors are contrasting and it will be easy to see where the stitches are placed. So I really hope you enjoy following along in this tutorial and that you find my instructions for this stitch easy to follow. If you do, please like my video and subscribe to my channel. And then you can follow along with some of the other stitches that I demonstrate and projects that I do. So we're going to start with a slip stitch. Now we're going to make a chain. Your chain for this stitch has to be multiples of 4 and then add 3 to that. So we'll do 24 chains. So I have 24 chains, and then I have to add 3 more. So 3 more gives me 27, but because we're going to single crochet across this chain, we'll end up with 26 single crochets. So your number that you're going to be working with is a multiple of 4, then plus 2. But for the chain you have to add 3 more because we're going to single crochet. I've just completed my chain, so I have got 26 here. So our next row, we're going to do double crochets. Instead of chaining 2 at the end of this row, I like to yarn over, turn it around, then in that very first stitch, we're going to insert our hook, yarn over, pull it back. We've got 3 on our hook, so we'll yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through the next 2. So we've essentially made a double crochet in that stitch. The reason I like it better, if you do a chain 3, then there's always that little gap along the side. You can, if you want, just do a chain 3 and turn. So we're going to double crochet all the way across, so make sure that you count your double crochets, because I started with 26 single crochets. I should have 26 double crochets. Meet you at the end. I have my 26 double crochets. So now we're going to start our diamond pattern. If you are not changing your yarn, just do a chain 1 and then turn. But I'm going to change colors, so I'm going to snip that yarn. Using a contrast color, that would be easy to see the two different yarns. So I'm going to, in my last double crochet, I'm going to go back and I'm just going to finish that double crochet with my new color. Chain 1, so we're turning. Now we're going to look back at our single crochet row, so down here. Okay, and we're going to skip our first 2 and we're looking at our third one. So we're going to do a treble crochet in that one single crochet down there. So we've just chained 1, we're not doing anything up here, we're just going to do a treble crochet to start. So yarn around twice, we're going to go through that third single crochet, yarn over. We have 4 on our hook, yarn over, come through 2, yarn over, next 2, yarn over, the final 2. Now we're going to look back at our double crochet row. So we're going to skip this first stitch because we've just done a treble crochet, so that counts for this one. We're going to do a single crochet in our next 3. So we're skipping our first one. So 1, 2, 3. So we've skipped our first stitch over here. We've done 3 single crochets. This is the beginning of our diamond here. So now we're going to do a treble crochet, but we're not going to finish the treble crochet. So yarn around twice, we're going to go through the same single crochet, yarn over, pull back a loop. We have 4. Now we're going to yarn over, come through 2 of them, yarn over through the next 2, and then leave those 2. So now we have to do the next part of our V. So we're going to skip 3. This is 1 single crochet, 2 single crochets, 3 single crochets. We're skipping those 3. We're going to go around the 4th one. So we're going to start another treble crochet. So yarn over twice. We're going to go through that single crochet. Yarn over. Now we have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yarn over, pull through our first 2, yarn over, pull through the second 2. Now we're going to yarn over and pull through all 3. So we've joined those 2 treble crochets. We're going to look to the back of our work. We're going to skip our next double crochet, and we're going to single crochet in the next 3. We've skipped the 1 double crochet, and we've done 3 single crochets. In the front of our work, we can see that we've got the bottom part of 1 diamond forming. And now we're working on our next one. This first row is the most difficult row. So now we're ready. We're going to make another 2 treble crochets that are joined. So we'll begin our treble crochet, yarn over twice. We're going to come back to this one that we just made. We're going to go through the same single crochet space. Pull through, we've got 4 on our hook. So yarn over, go through 2 of them. Yarn over, go through the next 2, and we're leaving our last 2 on. We're going to skip 3 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, and in our 4th one, we're going to yarn over twice and we're going to make a treble crochet in there. So now yarn over, come through 2, yarn over through 2, yarn over through the last 3. We've just completed the bottom of this diamond and we're starting on our next one. So we have to come to our double crochets from the last row and we're going to skip 1 single crochet in our next 3. Okay, so now we're going to make another set of trebles. So yarn over twice. We're going to go through the same single crochet as our last one. We're going to do 2/3 of that treble crochet. And then we're going to skip 3 single crochets. So 1, 2, 3. We're going to go into our 4th one, make a treble. Going to yarn over, come through 2, yarn over through the next 2, and then yarn over. We're going through all 3. Look at the back of our work. We're going to skip a double crochet and single crochet in our next 3. Ready for another treble. So we yarn over twice, pull through twice in that one. We're going to skip 3 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, and in our 4th one, we're going to skip a double crochet and single crochet in our next 3. So I'll just continue that same pattern right to the end, then I'll show you what we're going to do over there. Okay, I'm just at the end of this row. So I still have 2 single crochets here on the top. We have half of a diamond formed over here. So to make the last one, we're just going to do a treble crochet. So yarn over twice, we're going to go through that same space, and we're going to complete the treble crochet. Then we're going to skip our double crochet, and then we should have 1 left over here that we're going to single crochet into the top. So this is what your first row should look like. So this is the first row that you will have to repeat. So the rows to repeat was the double crochet that we just did previously. This will be row 2. Row 3 is also going to be a double crochet. And our last stitch, we will do a single crochet. Now if you're using one color, you will just continue with the same color. Because I'm using 2 colors, I'm going to change my yarn. So I'm going to pull through with my blue color. So I'm going to yarn over, turn my work. I'm going to go into that very first stitch, yarn over, then I'm going to complete my double crochet. If you wish, you can just do chain 3. Now for this row, I have to make sure that I have 26 double crochets going across to make sure I haven't lost any of my stitches. It's the same number of single crochets that I started with. So at the end of this row, we'll meet up and we'll talk about our next row. Okay, that's the end of that double crochet row. Because I'm changing colors, I'm just going to pull through with my new color. Then we're going to chain 1. Okay, this row will be a little bit easier than this previous diamond row. So we're going to start with a single crochet in our first 2 double crochets. Now we're going to do 2 treble crochets together. So yarn around twice. Now we know exactly where we're going to go. We're going to go around this post. We're going to pull back through 2 loops twice, leaving 2 on our hook. Yarn over twice for our next treble crochet, and we're going to go through both of these posts. So this one and this one. And we're going to complete our 2 treble crochets together. Okay, just like the last row, we're going to skip a single crochet. We're skipping a double crochet, sorry, and we're going to single crochet in our next 3. Now we're going to do 2 treble crochets together again. So yarn over twice. We're going to go through these 2 posts. Yarn over. We're going to pull through 2 loops twice, leaving 2 on our hook. Then we're going to go to our next set. So yarn over twice. We're going to go through those 2. Yarn over. Pull back a loop. Yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2. We have 3 left on our hook, so yarn over through all 3. We're going to go to our back of the work, and we're going to skip a double crochet. We're going to single crochet in our next 3. Oops. So 1, 2, 3. So we can see our diamonds are starting to take shape now. We've got 2 complete diamonds. So our pattern the whole way across, we're going to do 2 trebles together. So yarn over twice. We'll go through these 2 posts. Yarn over. We'll complete most of that treble, leaving 2 on. Then we're going to go to our next set of posts. Yarn over twice. We'll go through those 2. We'll complete that treble. Then we go to the back of our work. We're going to skip a double crochet, and then we're going to single crochet in our next 3. So now we have 3 diamonds made. So just continue along this row. When we get to the bottom or to the end of the row, then I will show you how we end. Just at the end of the row, ready to do my last diamond. So we'll do a treble around these 2 posts. Leaving 2 loops on my hook. Then we just have the 1 post left. We'll do a treble around that post. So we've completed that last joined treble crochet. We turn to the back of our work. We should have 4 double crochets left, so we'll skip the first one. We'll do a single crochet in our next 3. I will finish my single crochet with the alternate color. So we have gone through the 4 rows that you need to repeat for this pattern. Because our first one, we did it into our single crochet row, I will go over that one with you again. So for the next row, we're going to do a row of double crochet. So you can start with double crochet that I've shown you, or a chain 3. So again, it's the same number of double crochet as you had in your first single crochet row. I'll meet you at the end. So row 1 and row 3 of your pattern will always be a double crochet. At the end of your double crochet row, you're going to chain 1 and turn. Row 2, you will always start with a treble crochet. So we've done a chain 1, turned, we're going to start with a treble crochet. Now we're going to go through both of these posts. We're going to do a full treble crochet. We're going to go behind our work. We're going to find our first stitch that we're going to skip, and we will do a single crochet in the next 3. Okay, and then we continue along that row just as we have with our last 2 diamond rows. So we're going to do a treble crochet here and a treble crochet here that we're going to join at the top. We'll continue that all the way down to the end. At the end, you are going to do 1 treble crochet around your last diamond. You're going to complete that treble crochet. You're going to skip 1 stitch and you're going to single crochet into your last double crochet. That's the end of row 2. Row 3, double crochet all the way across. Row 4 is going to start with 2 single crochets, treble crochet around that first post, treble crochet around your next set of posts, and then you're going to join those 2 treble crochets together. Continue the same pattern down to the end. At the end of the row, you should have completed 2 joined treble crochets. You should have 4 double crochets left. You skip the first one and you do a single crochet in the next 3 double crochets. So once you get going with this pattern, it's quite easy to follow. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and you found it easy to follow. Please like my video, subscribe to my channel, and happy crocheting!